So, how do you win a presumptive condition? You need to submit a diagnosis of a disability. That doesn't change. You submit your DD 214 to show you are at a time and a place that was on the list. That's different than your average direct service connection or secondary service connection claim. You still need a nexus letter describing the link between your current diagnosis and symptoms and the VA presumptive list. And then I would attach a copy of the VA presumptive list so the VA rater knows what you're up to. So they don't try to, screw up and start trying to do this on a direct service connection basis or something like that. A presumptive service connection is similar to a secondary service connection in that you are connecting a disability you got after you got out and left active duty service, but instead of trying to attach it to something that's already service connected, you're tying it to your DD 214. So if you have this, that's why I think this is one of the easiest claims to win if you're on the presumptive list. There's multiple lists and conditions and parameters, and we'll go over that. But I actually fell into this category, and that's what I'll explain now. So I'm a Desert Storm combat veteran, and I filed a VA claim for combat PTSD. I provided the diagnosis of PTSD. Took me 27 years to figure that part out, but once I got the diagnosis, I provided a nexus letter explaining the link between my current symptoms and my active duty service / DD 214. And I also documented the severity of my symptoms, which put me at 70%. So I have a 70% rating for combat PTSD. I provided my stressor and my personal statement. And I was not sent to a CNP exam. And I believe that happened because the VA could presumably cover me because of my DD 214. It says right on there, this is the Desert Storm, Desert Shield, Theater of Operations, and it shows the date that I showed up and the date that I left. So that's why I think it can be an easy VA claim to win. Before I get into the VA presumptive list, if you enjoy this type of content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the like button on this video. Comments are also encouraged, and if you have anything to chime in about presumptive conditions, please do. Your interactions with the video help it get out in front of more veterans, and that's why this channel's been growing so fast lately. More people are digging and, hearing what I'm putting down. So I want to keep it going. So I appreciate all the support. So the VA presumptive list is broken down into 3 different categories, and they are categorized according to, number 1, the category of the disease, number 2, the activity that took place, and number 3, the location. So let's go into number 1. This covers the category of disease. It's covered under 38 CFR 3.309A. It lists down all coverable presumptive chronic diseases. The term chronic is a loose description because some of the ailments in the list are not incurable. Therefore, all conditions in this list are considered chronic unless caused by other symptoms other than military service. Verbiage is everything. Read that one again. So this is a wide-ranging list with stuff from arthritis, brain hemorrhage, liver cirrhosis, diabetes, Hodgkin's disease, tuberculosis, MS, ALS, different types of cancers, and more. So to fall under the criteria for chronic diseases, you need to serve for at least 90 days, and the disease must manifest to 10% or more within the first year of discharge from duty. Scrolling the wrong window there. Sorry about that. Tropical diseases. So the United States is obviously a climate country, continental climate country. I'm in Idaho, so it's definitely not very humid up here. So, if you're suddenly deployed to a triple canopy jungle type of a country, such as Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Panama, anywhere in South America, I guess, anywhere down in the southeast part of the United States probably falls under that too. But anyway, all of a sudden you're in a triple canopy jungle kind of a country. Your immunity would be weak, and illnesses, may take some time to manifest after you get out. If you are a veteran assigned to a tropical country, you might fit into the presumptive list for tropical diseases under 38 CFR 3.309B. I was deployed to Panama during Operation Just Cause, so I would fall in this category if I had one of these conditions. I didn't decide to go that route, but I just remember never being anywhere so humid in my entire life. And this is when we kicked Noriega out in 1989, and it was like, I was in the Air Force, so the Army, they stayed in tents. That must have really sucked. We were in these air-conditioned hooches. So yeah, the Army guys aren't going to give me any love here, but yeah, you'd literally, walk from the hooch to the shower hooch, and on the, you're sweating on the way there, sweating on the way back. It just was horrible. I wasn't used to that kind of humidity. So illnesses are down, triple canopy jungle. They had a snake called the two-step, like it bites you in 2 steps, like the world's only poisonous moth, all sorts of crazy stuff. So all that stuff falls under tropical diseases. Kind of rambled a little bit. So those covered number 1. And those were the category of the disease. So chronic diseases or tropical diseases. Let me jump in here real quick and tell you about my boot camp. If you want to learn more about the VA claims process, check out my boot camp. You can talk to me live. There's a link on the website. And in the description, combatcraig.com. And also, if you need medical evidence, like a nexus or documenting your symptoms properly, go to our website, combatcraig.com, and it says medteam/nexus letters. Click on that link, fill out the form, boom, you're done.